All right, good morning, everybody. It's about 10:45 on the 8th of December. Called in sick from work today. Can't you hear how sick I am? No, actually, I just took the day off to get some work done around the house. I got that done early. So here I am back at the garage to see if I can get this side of the wing all sorted. So that's going to be the continuing effort for today. Some fitment left to do here. And then I'm going to nail it with a bunch of paint. And then do some fitment for the fender flare and get this thing together. So we'll see how it goes. All right, 11:30 update. I think I would just fight with this gap here essentially all day and never get anything done. So I'm going to go in. This is about as close to a fit as I can get it right now. This is not going to be a pretty repair. I've already kind of come to that conclusion. But the approach that I'm going to take now is get everything primed and then do some plug welds and or tack welds to get it mated here along the fender seam, and just kind of leave that and get it tacked in. And then hopefully by doing that, I'll get once these two pieces kind of become one, I'll gain the ability to flex the piece together, if you understand what I mean, instead of this piece flexing independent of this piece and getting everything to sprung right and everything. If I get them welded together, I think I'll get a better idea of how it's all going to, how it's all going to fit. So you can see if I press down here, that end kind of flares up. At least I hope you can see that. So like I said, I think I can just fight with that all day. So to not do that, I'm going to prime everything up and just kind of go for it. So we'll see. All right, so I've decided that I can play with this thing all day, like I said, or I can just get to it and start tacking it in. So I have it pretty much as aligned as it's going to get. I still have some bowing over here. If I push in a little bit, it kind of pushes that out a little bit. So I'm going to kind of work my way from this side out. First point is going to be the tack right here. Get that attached, and then those two panels kind of come together. I'll probably do something about midway back around here, and then I'll try to get this pushed in a little bit and do some of the plug welds. I don't want to do too many of these just because they're kind of permanent, a little harder to grind out than just spot welds, obviously, or tacks. So I'm going to do a live action shot of this, see how this kind of goes here. So you got the welder fan going, but hopefully I don't block too much of the shot. I do have compressed air ready to go to take care of some of the heat, so I don't have any panel warpage. But there we go. So wish me luck. Alright, so we got that tacked in. Not beautiful, but adequate, I think. So next I'm pushing from this side here, bring these two panels together. I'm going to tack right there, and then I'll play with kind of bowing this a little bit. Hopefully we'll see how that works. Alright, well that's not too pretty when you can't really hold it that well, but there you go. you, Jade Muttley and Ellen Yakov, for figuring out how to get the paint out of here. I'll go up a little ways, not too far. I'm welding into the new strengthener piece here. Get those little shards of metal out of there. A little bit. Get a hammer here. Get that thing lined up a little bit. Down. Get a plug weld. Hopefully it doesn't go through and grab onto the rear valance. That would be unfortunate. Plug weld in here in the fender well. I got to do some hammer work on that, and then I'll get to work of seeing how I can make this look a little better. So there we go. We're off. All right, it's about 2 o'clock. Got the repair patch for the fender flare here, the wing flare, whatever you want to call it, all done and ready to weld in. Pretty complicated piece here, if you can kind of see that on the angles and everything. So I'm a little worried about it fitting properly and not springing on me. So I'm going to start at the left there and work my way down and try to weld it a little proud, a little sticking out, so that it I can, because I figure it'll be easier to push in than to pull out, because I really can't get to anything obviously behind that because of the wheel arch. So I'm going to tack it in and slowly make my way around, and then that's probably going to be it for the day. But I'll do one more final update before I go. All right, folks, it's about 10 after 2. Calling it a day already. So not a bad day, actually. I got the wing in, the repair patch for the wing, and the repair patch for the fender piece here in. It'll take a little bit of finagling in here where the flare meets the flare from the wing replacement. There's pretty good lip there. That's I don't know what I'm going to do with that. That's probably going to be a Bondo / weld bead / you didn't do a great job there repair. But I'm pretty happy with the way that the wing piece here went in. I haven't done anything on the inside here. I got to hammer that out a little bit. But it's pretty smooth here, so I'm happy with that. A little bit of a lip here. Sorry, my camera kind of lost it there. A little bit of a lip here, but not too bad. So still some final attachments to do, but I think it's at least structurally sound now. I'm afraid to do kind of final attachments until I figure out what I'm going to do with the rear valance, if I'm going to take the whole rear valance off the black car, or what. My plan for the black car is to essentially take the Sawzall and the cutting wheel and all that, and cut, the back 5 inches, 6 inches off of the entire car, including the trunk floor, the boot floor there where it's messed up, and see if I can't just essentially transplant the back of the car, especially in here, because the black car is all really good in there, and I obviously still have some problems there. So anyway, that's the plan ahead. Pretty happy with the way that today went, and yeah, that's about it. So thank you very much for watching the videos and subscribing. 170 plus now. It's pretty exciting. I do appreciate you guys with all the comments, so please keep them coming. Any bits of advice or anything, or questions that you have, I'd be happy to read them and respond or whatever. I had a little technical difficulty with the website last night. I deleted a bunch of pictures, not necessarily by accident, but not understanding what that would do, and wiped out essentially the most recent 8 or 9 blog posts of photos. So I'm not quite sure how to recoup that. I don't really have a backup outside of just trying to go in and match my comment in the caption of the photo to a photo that makes sense. Anyway, coming through that, so I apologize for that if you've been visiting lately. But otherwise, again, visit the website, even though it's a little under construction again. And please subscribe or like the videos if you care to. I'd appreciate that. Otherwise, have a good weekend. Like I said, we're getting snow tomorrow, so I'm not sure what my plan is for the rest of the weekend. We got basketball and soccer and all that other good stuff going on too, so we'll see how it goes. But have a good weekend. Thanks so much. Cheers.